Hello and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the new camera controls that we have in our game, as well as the related code. Let's go ahead and play our game. And as you can see, in comparison to the previous videos, our camera now does follow the character around while we're moving across the screen. This is happening automatically. The other thing that I've added is the ability for us to pan 360 degrees around our character by pressing and holding the left mouse button. So I'll go ahead and show you that right now. If I press and hold the left mouse button and move the mouse to the right, you can see that we are now going all the way around our character, making for a little bit more interactive and a little bit more interesting gameplay experience. So let's go ahead and take a look at the code. A couple of things to note before I pull that up is if you look down here where it says camera controller, street view camera, these were my first efforts at trying to get these effects to work. What I can definitely say is that this code is a little bit more advanced than some of the code that I've shown you so far. I was relying on a few different tutorials that I found online. This player follow script is actually the one that I ended up using. There were a few tweaks that I needed to make to it in order to get some of those effects that you just saw, but it worked pretty well. So let's go ahead and pull this up. Now, with this code being more advanced, like I said, than the previous videos, I'm just going to give you a very high-level overview of what the code is trying to achieve. And please just let me know if you have any additional questions about how it's actually working line by line. So the first thing that we're doing is we are declaring our variables right up top. And then on the start of the game, we are setting up the camera offset. That is going to be the distance between our camera and our player. Later on in the code, we are running an if statement for the left button click. So if the left button is clicked, or fire 1 is what it's considered in the game. So if the fire 1 button is clicked, we want to rotate around the player. And this following line here, really the only thing that you need to know about it is that it has to do with the actual mechanics of rotating our camera around the player in 3D space. Following that, we are grabbing the player's position each time the player moves, and we are updating the camera's position in relation to the player. And finally, we are ensuring that the camera is always aiming at our player.